Hello friends and gentle bodies. I figured I would jump on here really quick and kind of show you what I do when I have a little bit of leftovers of something. Maybe perhaps it'll be a little bit more economical for you. I don't know. Or nobody could have any interest in this at all. But I thought I would video it and find out. So I got the meal deal from the Walmart deli. I don't go to Walmart all the time, but because until things are closer to me or whatever, because gas prices are insane right now. Anyway, those are my options. So what I did was I got a whole rotisserie chicken, and for the most part there's only 2 of us in here, or in the household, but don't pay attention to all that. That's my bag from this stuff. Anyway, so this meal deal does for my husband and I, and then some. So what I have done with this meal deal is it comes with a full rotisserie chicken and 2 large sides. So I'll get like mashed potatoes and then maybe macaroni and cheese or whatever, but you can have your choice. I believe there's like fried okra is an option. I don't remember what all is an option, but anyway. So other times I have used the rotisserie chicken, and then whatever we don't eat out of it, like in the bones and all that kind of stuff, I'll make homemade chicken noodle soup, and I'll put it in the freezer for whenever. Or now I'm going to do chicken salad. And this is just for us. Sorry, allergies are crazy right now, and hair is up and all that kind of stuff because it's hot. Okay, so I thought this might be a good idea for everyone. So here's my rotisserie chicken, and you can do this even if you didn't, eat like for supper or something. I'm just going to take my pieces, and I'm going to cut it into small, small pieces, cubes, however you choose to do it. You can strip it if you really want to, but that's just what I just cut it. I just cut it into almost like bite-sized pieces, and then like on the legs and what have you, depending on the size of the strip that I pull. I don't keep the skin. I just don't. Other people like it. I'm not a fan. Let me make sure, yeah. There's going to be little pieces like that. Just cut off the meat that you will eat and set aside the stuff that you don't. So, I'm going to cut all this up. And I don't know, maybe you could do it with me. It doesn't have to be equal pieces either. Like, there's some that's just shredded pieces like this. And so yeah. So hold on. Okay, so I just finished cutting it up, and this is what I took off of it. And you can see that there's a lot left over, such as the bones and those little strips that you are like trying to get off. The bones. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, because you can put that and start making broth. You can do it for chicken noodle soup. There's so many options for what's left over. So for $10, realistically, you could have at least 3 more meals. So that's what I'll be doing with the rest of this. Is I will be making some homemade chicken broth and putting that and canning that, and then So yeah, so now we're gonna finish up this chicken salad. Okay, I'm gonna get the mayonnaise, and we gotta get some grapes. All right, so this is the mayonnaise I use, and I'm almost out of it, so I'm gonna got my trusty, my trusty, whatever this thing is, spatula, and we're just gonna. This is all about taste. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people like a lot of mayonnaise. Some people don't like a lot of mayonnaise. So to tell somebody, oh, put this in there, you just need to eyeball it. That's pretty much what I do. I eyeball it and stir it up and then go from there. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a little bit more. Probably should have just had a spoon. Yep, definitely need a little bit more mayonnaise because we still have the grapes to put in. Other people will, well, I'm included in those other people. But if you don't have grapes, things you can also put in there are dried apples. You can, I just made a mess. Of course, it wouldn't be me without it, right? You can put dried cranberries. All kinds of fruit goes with chicken salad. So, don't be afraid to test out what, okay, so that's pretty good. So that's what this is what we're looking like. And now we're going to chop up some grapes, and again, this is very subjective. So if you like a lot of grapes, use a lot of grapes. If you don't really care for as many grapes or whatever, then don't use as many. But for us, I'm just going to put these stems in here. For us, I would say we like a good fair, and you can either chop them in half or chop them in quarters, depending on how big the grape is. That's what I do, is I chop in quarters. But let's see, I'm trying to think of what other fruit and stuff people put in the, I think some people put raisins. I haven't figured, I'm not that brave yet. I like raisins. I like chocolate covered raisins, yogurt covered raisins, and all that. But I don't know that I would like it in my chicken salad. So, alright, so this one's a little bit smaller, so I'm only doing a half. And these are already clean. When I brought them home from the store, I wish I had my own growing in the backyard, in the garden. But that's a little bit more in depth of my knowledge and stuff. So anyway, so yeah, we're gonna cut these up and put them in there, and I'll show you. Oh, also some people put celery and onion. It's just not me. So if that's you, go ahead and put that in there. It just adds to your flavor, adds to your amount, and yeah. So hold on, let me cut these grapes. Okay, so I probably put a small bunch, of grapes, and I personally think that purple grapes are better, and the cotton candy grapes are even the best. But this is what I had on hand, so this is what we went with. And you can add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper and stir it up. And it's ready for your crackers or your bread or whatever else you would like to have it on. Alright, there you go. Let me know if you make it. Bye, y'all.